gonna be completely honest. If it wasn't for my brother telling me that Brave New World Captain America came out on the 13th of February, I would have not seen this movie. I kind of forgot that cinemas existed, because what day of the week is it? I don't know. I work night shift. So I completely forgot. Now, my co-workers and I have talked about this movie because some of them are into the comic books more than I am, and they said, why is Sam Wilson fighting bad guys that are not his characters? And I was like, I don't know, your guess is as good as mine. You read the books more than I do. So with that note, as I stated, every review of comic book movies, I don't read comic books. I have tried, they're just not for me. So my review of this is purely based off the movie and of the connections it may or may not have to other parts of the MCU. Now, let me talk to you about Captain America, Brave New World. This is not a Sam Wilson film, and I said what I said. Now be warned, for the rest of this video there will be spoilers, so if you have not seen Captain America Brave New World, keep on scrolling by until you come back and see the movie. Yeah? Cool, great. Okay, it is not a Sam Wilson film, which is really devastating because I kind of went in with high hopes for Anthony Mackie. Like, it was really exciting to see him lead a superhero film. It was really exciting to see what would happen with him as the mantle of Captain America. But it is not his film. My co-worker was right. And I feel kind of like disappointed to admit that. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, my co-worker said that the villains in this story are not Falcon villains. They are the Hulk's villains. And as someone who has seen Eric Bana, Edward Norton, and Mark Ruffalo play the Hulk, Bruce Banner, who knows of Lou Ferrigno, who has played the Hulk and Bruce Banner, you need to know your Hulk lore. And I don't know what it has to do with Captain America. I mean, Steve Rogers never had to fight the Abomination, never had to fight Red Hulk, never had to fight Samuel Stearns, never had to fight the Hulk. Okay, I mean, yeah, when the Hulk kind of goes everybody's bad, sure. I mean, you can kind of find some grey area where Steve and Banner fought, but not in proper battle. The two of them were still trying to figure out who was the enemy, whereas this film, you know who the enemy is and who the hero is. I kind of felt disappointed because there was a few different routes this movie could have taken. Sam has connections to super soldiers, Bucky and Isaiah Bradley, but they were kind of just dangled there like a carrot, but nothing really happened with them. It kept constantly focused on Russ and Betty and reminding audiences of the first Hulk films. Kept reminding audiences that this is a Hulk movie without the Hulk. Almost as if Sony had the rights to this film, but they weren't allowed to use the Hulk because they had the rights to Spider-Man but could not use certain Spider-Man characters because it was Marvel property rather than Sony property. Yeah? You get what I mean? It's not necessarily a bad movie. No, I wouldn't class it as a bad movie. It's a Marvel movie. You take what you get with it. But I am just really quite disappointed that Anthony Mackie was so hyped up and he was so ready, but it's almost like he's a background character in his own movies. When he's on scene, he's fantastic. He has his own little Falcon, which he doesn't like calling Falcon. But like, his scenes are just there. It's like, we gave you Captain America in the title, so we have to use him. But like, we would rather not use him if we don't have to. Yeah. There's a lot of little tangents this could have gone on, but it just did not take it did not even when they brought out the Red Hulk, he was only on screen for 5 minutes. Yet the trailers promoted it as if it was the big deal. Or, again, you could have surprised audiences with certain cameos. Gina Carlo, he was in the screen for 20 minutes, playing Serpent. I mean, I may not know who Serpent is, but I feel like someone like Gina Carlo didn't really need to have his big name attached. No offense, he's kind of better than that. I mean, everybody needs a paycheck, but like, I feel like he would have been worthy in a role that's lead rather than someone who's got 20 minutes of screen time. But yeah, look, it exists. It's nice to see the Eternals get acknowledged, even though we all shat all over the film. But it is kind of disappointing that the Eternals won't get movie 2 and 3 like the others did, because we would have got elaborations, but at least they're acknowledged in this one and very plainly, clearly, obviously mentioned. But yeah, Captain America Brave New World, not the strongest, but it's also not the weakest. But I do believe that Sam Wilson should have just stuck with the TV series, because then we could have seen his world grow before being brought to the big screen. But that's just my 2 cents. Just saying.